Hey guys, what's up? It's Melody, and today we're going to be talking about 25 things that I no longer buy. End of the year is perfect time to think in the minimalist mindset because as the colder months come in, it's so much easier to just purge through things because we're indoors more often. And why I'm a minimalist is because it allows you to live a very vibrant and happy and peaceful life. It allows you to be able to do everything that you want to do, whether it's travel, visit family, have friends over, or spend time on your hobbies or career. It allows you to really adjust your priorities and put them in the forefront. It encourages you to always be grateful for the things that you have and to be mindful of the things that you have, which are all keys to living a really happy life. Because the bottom line is, it doesn't matter what you get, but it's your mindset of whether or not you're optimistic or not, or whether or not you're grateful for everything. So today we're going to talk about 25 things that I just have not missed. And I wrote a list of it because my memory's good, but my memory's not that good. But before we get started, if you're new here, definitely subscribe to us because we're about to have a minimalist house tour, so you definitely don't want to miss that. But today we're going to start off with the very first one, which is lipsticks and lip liners. I always stick to the same two lip liners, even if I'm wearing crazy colors, because it's just not necessary, in my opinion, to have a bunch. So if you're new to makeup, a lip palette is perfect. I really try to go for organic. So on my lips right now is an organic lipstick, and on my eyes is an organic eyeshadow. And that's because when you limit yourself to organics, then it makes minimalism a breeze. The very next thing that I no longer buy is uncomfortable clothes. So this dress, I was in college when I first saw it there on the page. And if you know anything about me, you know that fabric is my weakness. Fabric, blankets, and soft clothes. I cannot go through the Target blanket aisle because I'll end up with another blanket. When I am buying clothes, I always keep in mind comfort, because you can still look classy. Like this outfit right here is made out of Pima cotton, so it's extremely soft, but yet you can wear it to a very nice restaurant, and it's hand knit. So when you're thinking about outfits, you know, it's easy to get caught into fast fashion and things like that. But even in college, I knew I want something that's going to last, and I want something that's soft. I want something that has it all, because I'm going to have so few things. So I would prefer it if the item is something I love in many ways. Next thing that I no longer buy are sundresses, and the reason is because I just finished woodworking. And I took a break from that because it's the colder months, so it's hard to have hobbies outside of the house during the colder months, and now I'm going into sewing. The sewing is the perfect thing to do. It's very practical, and it's indoors, and it has fabric. I love fabric. And so I will be making my own sundresses now, and that way I can get in the colors that I want and things like that. So I will not be buying sundresses anymore. So that's the next one, is placemats. I don't buy placemats because I use my cut mats. So basically I got these shelf liners and I cut them down to size into placemats, and then I put those in the dishwasher. But if you want a softer homey touch, you can make your own placemats, and then you can throw those into the washing. Laundry sheets and fabric softener are the next thing, and it's so easy to get by with just two things in my laundry. I just have my detergent, and then I have my vinegar, so everything smells fresh and has no stains on it. So everything comes out sparkling. And I put 2 canisters in the laundry room too, so there's no labels, because that's just a visual thing that I really like. And then it's also very easy to pour. Plates, I just use basic white plates, and that's because I like my food to pop. I really like the food to pop on the plate. The food is the celebration. And the next thing is smoothies. Smoothies I don't buy. When I was younger, I used to work at a smoothie shop, which is one of my favorite jobs ever. You can make it so much healthier and so much cheaper at home. So getting a Vitamix was the very first thing I pinched every penny for. As soon as I became a court reporter, every single penny I saved for my Oxo Pops and my Vitamix. I remember I was working long days in court, and I would bond with some of the lawyers and stuff like that, and they would say, did you get your Vitamix yet? And I'm like, I'm so close. I just almost have enough savings to get my Vitamix. And that changed my life, because you can make soups in your Vitamix without using the stove top. It heats up your soups. I've made soups in my Vitamix, and you can make smoothies. but making your smoothies at home is a breeze. My mom puts spinach in my dad's coffee smoothie and berry smoothies. The next thing is milk. I no longer drink milk, and that's because it allows me to breathe easier. It saves a lot of money on the grocery bill, and my skin was so much more vibrant. My skin was so much more luminous, I should say, when I quit drinking milk, and I just breathe better. I get less migraines. Quitting milk was incredible. I use almond milk and things like that, coconut milk in your smoothies, and they'll be just as creamy. They'll taste so good. And the very next thing is one of the things that I'm the most excited about of all time, and that is that I no longer use a stick vacuum. I got a Roomba about 6 months ago, and it absolutely changed my life in every way, because every time I go for a car ride or I go on an errand, I just run the Roomba and it picks up all of Pat's cat fur. It encourages me to keep things off of the floor. It's very efficient, and I have no complaints about the Roomba. I absolutely love it, and you can program it, so if you're outside of the house, you can turn it on while you're outside of the house. So not having a stick vacuum, that is something that is really great, because the Roomba is just more sturdy in my opinion. Ziploc bags just aren't necessary, because you can put things in your Tupperware, and you can also put things in a baggie that you can wash when you travel. For instance, I would always use Ziploc bags previously, but there are little baggies that I'll link down below that you can throw in the washer when you get home. So if your makeup spills or something, your shampoo spills or something like that, you can just throw it in the washer with the rest of your things, comes out like new. And the next thing is shave cream. I don't use shave cream because I got lasered, and I made a whole video on that, but the gist of it is that the little parts are just it's not worth it. So any of the big parts of your body that you get shaved, absolutely worth it. But the way that laser works is it's not complete. It's not going to get rid of all of your hair. So what I do is when instead of using shave cream, I use my lotion that I keep in the pump in the bathroom. So I use a lotion that you can still put on your skin when your skin is wet, which I love that, because you don't need to dry off. You could just slather your lotion on there immediately. And because of that, I can use it in the shower as a shave cream so easily, because it works with water. So how cool is that? The next thing is nail polish, and that's because I'm so used to doing everything myself. I always have so many hobbies. I always try to make things myself. And so nail polish is just something that I can go out of the house and relax. It's a very relaxing thing. And I just don't paint my nails that much that it's not worth it for me to have a nail polish and then the things to remove your nails, and then also something to keep your nails healthy and all of those things like that. It's just not necessary for me. The rare occasions that I want to paint my nails, I'll just go to the salon and treat myself. And the same thing when it comes to hair. When it comes to hair dye or things like that, if ever I want to dye my hair red or blonde or something like that, I would go to the hair salon, because it's just something that I don't want to have. I think the only thing I have in my house that would be considered toxic would be the lye that I use to make my soap. So that is just a preference for me. I would prefer to just do those things outside of the house if I can. Some people want to do everything inside the house, but the things I want to do inside of the house are the hobbies. Something that I'm going to have so much fun doing. I love painting, for instance, watercolor painting. I've been doing a lot of that lately, but painting my nails is a stressful thing. When I'm painting watercolor, there's no stress, because nobody's going to see your paintings but you. Also, if you do it outside the house, you can switch up the colors so much easier, because you don't need a new nail polish every time you want to switch up the color, right? So the next thing is organizers and binders. I don't need complicated binders and things like that, because everything is scanned into the computer, all of my important documents, so the amount of paperwork I have is so low that binders and organizers, the thing about minimalism is so many things become superfluous because you have so few things. Everything is streamlined and everything is gleaming. It is absolutely exciting. Minimalism makes me very excited. And the very next thing is a label maker. I kind of regret getting a label maker, because you can just get those laminated labels, put them through the printer, same effect. In fact, you can even make it nicer like that. It'll stand out more. The very next thing is hair products. I don't use a lot of hair products, and that's because doing hair is not something that I enjoy per se. I've had many hobbies and many phases of things, and I love trying everything, but when it comes to hair, I like to keep it very simple, very minimalist, and if I'm going to do something different, I would like to do a new haircut or a new color instead of particularly using a lot of hair products, because I just like for hair to be soft. And so in that, I would even prefer a haircut than a color, because I love hair that is really soft and touchable all the time, and that it just feels clean. So, and the next thing is pencils, and I've had the same three. I have 2 or 3 pencils, and I've had the same ones ever since college. I've never lost them because I don't have enough stuff to lose them between. But I love these pencils, and I've been using, and I use a pencil almost every day. So the next thing is a purse. I only have one purse, and then I have the mesh bag that I keep my Kindle in, and that I will use for groceries sometimes. But basically that mesh bag and my nice purse are the only purses that I really need, because I don't use a purse in a lot of situations. When I'm leaving the house, I'm just going out to go walking, to go on one errand, and so it's really not necessary. In fact, the next thing is a wallet. The reason why I don't have a wallet is because you can pay so many things with your phone. You can go to Target and just scan things with just your phone, so that you no longer need to pay with your card. So I might keep a debit card and my ID in the car, but I just don't need to keep it on me at all times, because there's so many ways that you can pay online. So that's pretty unique. So the next thing is candles and soap I'm making. So I have my candle soap right now. I'm making some for my mom too. But basically, you can make candle soap, you can make rose soap. You can do the same thing as well for candles. You can make your own candles. It makes me really happy to see the things that I put my heart into, to be able to see them day to day. We've only got 2 more things left. So the next thing is cheap jewelry. The reason why I don't buy cheap jewelry anymore, the jewelry that I buy, it's always from Etsy. And if it's really nice jewelry, I want to wear it all the time. It also lasts really long, real jewelry. And on top of it, even if it's not real, like it's from Etsy, if it's handmade, there's something that goes into it that just makes it more special to me, and I treat it better. I treat things better when I know that it's of really good quality. And the last thing is plants. And plants, I have 3 plants, and I've had many plants over my lifetime, but there's 3 that really stand out. And the one right here, the Chinese Leah plant, it has circle leaves that I absolutely love, because I love circles. And then I have a succulent that looks like it belongs under the water, which I really like. And then my hardy, if you are a person that's very practical and you like things that are going to last and that are just going to grow like gangbusters, then the pothos plant is absolutely stunning and magnificent, and it will last a long time. So those are the 3 plants that, of all the plants that I've had, they bring the most joy. If you're looking for indoor plants, guys, can't go wrong. So I hope that you really like this video. If you did, give it an upvote. Find me on Instagram, subscribe. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Thank you so much for watching.